So, welcome to the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development. Today, the 28th of July, another important daily life lesson for today. So, this daily life lesson tells us about thinking. In most cases, we are told, think. We are told, don't you think? Some things we are abused that we don't think. But what does thinking mean? So, this is what this daily life lesson is about. It says that don't think too much, just live a happy life. So by way of illustration, I'm going to take you through the process of how thinking is applied in our daily lives and how we should not think too much, but think smart. So here is what the first component that we're talking about is located, think. But before we think, there is another component that we usually take for granted, which is know. So for us to be able to think, we must first know. So knowledge leads to thinking. And then after thinking, that's when we are supposed to go to another level, which is do. So this process involves 1, what you know, 2, what you think, and 3, what you do. So what this daily life lesson tells us is focusing here that you should not think too much. So, but we see from this illustration that what you think comes from what you know. So these are the facts, these are the rumors, these are the opinions, this is what you have read on social media, in books, this is what you know. But the question is, what do you think? And this is where many people fail. So thinking too much is not good for 3 reasons, which I'll tell you. But also, we find that sometimes people know and then do without thinking, which is not correct. So the process should be know, think, and do, not know and do. So thinking is very important because it helps you to filter out what you know so that you can be able to apply from what you know to what you do. So many times people do certain things and they don't succeed because they simply know and do without thinking. So why you should not think too much, but rather you should think smart. By thinking smart, it means that you are going to be able to evaluate from what you think and only take certain key aspects that are relevant for what you do. So this daily life lesson tells us that you should not worry so much from what you know, like many people eventually apply to do, but rather think smart, and then after thinking, then that's when you find that the results here will be outstanding results. The results here will be good results when you have thought smart and then you do, instead of just knowing and then doing. So this daily life lesson tells us that once you have gone through this process, you will not be worried, you will not be able to think too much. Because thinking too much has its problems. Number 1, if you think too much, you will not be able to do too much. Remember, it is thinking and doing. So when you think too much, you'll end up doing too much, which you cannot handle. Secondly, thinking too much will confuse you because there will be so many options that you need to take, and eventually, if you just think too much without thinking smart, you'll end up getting confused on what to do. So that's why I find sometimes people get stuck on thinking only and not doing it because they get confused. This has been our daily lesson for today.